Welcome everyone, this is a Tughlaq guide by me, Core1. Today we are talking about the 2TC keep. Now I have defeated many players over 2000 elo or very high tournament players as well with this build, and even Kiyardi appeared in my chat telling me what are you doing and how are you winning. And after that he tasted the blade or the elephants, blades of the elephants. Well, anyway, so he faced the elephants. So what is the idea with this build? It is this kind of guide when I'm playing Tughlaq. Now, Tughlaq, in my honest opinion, is a really nice civilization to boom, and it's very scary to attack inside of its base. Now, let's say you have your food on the front, then you build a keep on the front. If your food are in the back, you can build keep and DC around the food. So let's say my deer pack was here, then I build the keep here. My gold is here, I build the TC here. I don't build the TC on the front because it does not offer me enough protection like a TC does. And I really do not wish to lose my TC. Now, if I'm facing feudal aggression against my 2TC fort gameplay, then I can just make, of course, stables, archer ranges, or barracks to make sure I protect my TC, or my keep. Again, if you have your food on the front, then you are building the keep on the front. If you're both food and gold on the front, then you are building both of them. But you will see eventually. So the first thing I do, I'm actually aging up with Tower of Victory because the attack speed with Tower of Victory is really nice on the elephants. So as you can see, I made only 2 elephants, 1 elephant to the gold and the other elephant to the berries. Now this is really important because after that I make villagers to the TC and I make it up to 4. Okay, listen to this. So the 2 villagers on the gold will most likely age up with the Tower of Victory, and these villagers will go to the stone. If you are getting Dark Age Tower Rush, don't worry. And let's say you can't make a 2TC. It's very simple what you need to do. So if you can't do this build because you get Dark Age Tower Rush, all you have to do is just protect yourself against the Dark Age Tower. Just age up, collect wood, food, etc. You can make an archer range or a stable and just keep continue the same build. Okay, let's say you make an archer range or a barracks and just, you know, counter the Dark Age rush, the spearman rush. If he doesn't build tower in the Dark Age, your opponent doesn't build tower, that's the best. If he builds tower, then you just go to any other stone on the minimap. With some support of your own spearman or of your own archer. If your build is delayed, it's still good. It doesn't matter because he cannot push your keep or second TC because both of them is going to be in a really good location, and after that you can counter their Dark Age Rush. If they are doing the Dark Age Rush and with the tower, and your Castle Age will be delayed, do not worry. That's why we have the Tower of Victory, because the DPS of the Raider Elephant can easily destroy men-at-arms, okay, or knights even. So that's the reason why we are going up with the Tower of Victory. If we have to make units against a Castle Age player, then we're gonna have elephants that actually does really good damage. So as you've seen, the villagers from the gold building the Tower of Victory, new villagers going to the wood, and the 6th villager that was on the berries are actually on the stone now, collecting stone to make sure you will have enough stone for both the Tughlaq fort and the second TC. And people are now trying to tell you some interesting facts that it's better than to build 3TC than build a Tughlaq fort, which is exactly not true. And you are now shaking your head and you are trying to understand, but streamer, why is it not better to build straight up 3TC? Why is it better to build a Tughlaq fort? But the reason behind that, it's very simple. This is a keep. Yes, of course, it does not give you another option to queue up extra villagers, but you save at least 350 resources. We can say 400 wood, but you know, a keep is a 400 stone, which means you just save 350 resources compared to the town center. But that's not just the only thing. Why is it so important? And we need to talk about it, of course. Tughlaq board has 10 garrison slots. It has base arrows, which are way much stronger than a garrisonable second TC. Even though it has 500 less HP, I'm pretty sure it's still much better a protection than having a second TC as a protection. So which one would you pick? Would you pick to garrison inside a second TC or a fort, which literally blocks everything that tries to harm you? Now, I have done this build against feudal aggression, English, feudal aggression, HRE, and I have never failed. Again, I'm playing against a very, very insanely strong player, over 2000 reach, 2200 elo as well himself, and playing tournaments and playing against very, very, very strong players and beating players left to right as well. So, as you can see, second TC is done on a deer camp because the deer camp is in the back. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna build it here because it's very, very safe. I'm gonna build a keep close by as well on the gold and the wood. And again, as I mentioned, if I had the food actually on the front, I would build a keep here and I would build the TC on the second, on the main gold. Okay, so if the main gold is here and the fruit is up front, TC goes on the main gold and keep goes on the food here on the front. You will see, as I told you, it has 500 less HP than a TC, but because it has 10 damage, two times 10 damage with 1 attack speed, okay, and also 10 unit can garrison inside. So main TC has 8 damage, just 8 damage with 1.88 attack speed. A Tughlaq fort has 2 times 10 damage, so 10 damage every second with 6 tiles of range, and the second TC has only 6 damage per garrison. Okay, this is what really important is. The garrison damage is way much lower, and the total DPS is way much lower than compared to the Tughlaq fort, the 2 times the Tughlaq fort, right? So if I spend another 350 resources, I could have built a third TC, but because I'm building a third TC, I'm eating more food as well, which slows down my castle. Now I'm playing against a castle civilization, the Ayubis, which really likes to push out to castle and after that collect all the relics on the map. Now you will see, even though my opponent collects all the relics on the map, I'm not really scared of it. I'm like, okay, let him do that. At least I have the 2 TC. At least I have. Look at that. Look how fast. Look at how fast the keep shoot. Did you see that? It's already half HP. Just enter the little circle of the keep and it's already half HP. So this is the huge difference between building another TC or a keep. Because now this keep will protect everything in this range. And when you upgrade it from 6, it goes 7. From 7, it goes 8. So the range increase as well. And also the total arrow damage increase as well. Because every time when you upgrade it, you can read it yourself as well. Upgrade this Tughlaq fort with another default arrow, which means it's going to be 3 times 10. But wait, listen, read it more. Increase arrow damage by 2, so from the 10, it goes up to 12, 12, 12. 3 times 12, and range by 1 tiles, and also increases the HP by 1500 and gives you 3 extra armor. Plus, now you will make villagers 30% faster. Wow, that's really nice. So we are going up the compound defender to make sure we can build keeps even cheaper and more on the map. It's going to be very, very important. Sending villagers to wood, food and gold, trying to split it up, and soon researching the woven baskets because we need more 5% getter speed and 5% the drop percentage. So we are trying to be an imperial officer from China, but we are not yet, of course. Okay, so pulling villagers to wood. I'm trying to relocate the villagers to food would go to make sure I can make some production buildings as well. And I'm pulling out one upgrade because, as you see, I was getting a little bit of stone with the villagers around my TC to make sure I can put at least one upgrade on my Tughlaq fort, which is gonna make... yeah, I lose one villager here, but really doesn't matter because I'm already 10 villagers ahead compared to him. So even if you lose a villager because you were greedy to get a stone, it's fine. Don't worry of losing one villager. Because of that, stone gathering, now this Tughlaq fort is much stronger. 3500 HP. Now you make villagers every 15 seconds, so you just got the Tughlaq Dynasty. Congratulations. And it has, as I told you before, 3 times 12 damage. Now we are slowly making production buildings. So this is the time when your opponent can't really do anything with you. He fast castled. What can he do? Collecting the relics and capturing the sacrifice. Amazing. Lovely. I'm already almost 20 villager ahead. I'm making production buildings. If he dives my TC, this is a really funny thing to do. If he dived my TC, I would just grab all my sheep, put to this keep, make another work elephant, put to the keep, and I just gather the sheep under the Tughlaq fort. What can he do? Is he pushing under a keep? Like, you cannot be serious, right? So he will not push under this keep because, again, it has insane damage with insane attack speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm making barracks, making archer ranges, and just making units. You don't need to immediately make elephants with this build. Elephants will come later, of course. Spending the wood, extra wood as well, just building a few farms. Collecting the sheep. So this is why it's so good to collect the outside resources first, then you can go to the sheep and you can build farms. And don't forget, it's like playing with China. We are level 2 on the upgrade that we have, which means we are up to 15% of drop off and 15% extra gathering speed. That's already crazy. 15% extra gathering speed on everything and also 15% drop. So we are almost an Imperial official on every resources. And you are asking me, but Covenanters, why is it so good to have 15% dropping on every resources? Which, let me translate it to you in resources. Which means you have 15% more on this wood. Okay, you have 50% more on this gold. You have 15% per berries, 15% per deer. So everything is 50% extra. And when you go to Imperial and you get elephant harness, there is going to be 20%, which is exactly like an Imperial official boosting your buildings from China, right? Because the Chinese or the Zushi legacy Imperial official can boost every resources by 20%. And why is it so good? It makes China and Zushi really very strong because the extra resources they can get it out on the map. Now, as you can see, I'm making just archer spearmen because my opponent is mostly making cavalries. And if you wish to counter units that has bow, you need to make archer spearmen, right? So that type of unit I'm making. If he had men-at-arms or if he had lancers or knights, I would have heavily focused on crossbows. But because these units have no ranged armor, base ranged armor, you can research of course, but has no base ranged armor, spearman archer is the perfect counter against it. If it was Mangudai, I would make the same comp. Okay, if it's Mangudai, same composition. If it's horse archer, same composition. Any kind of horse archer, this composition is insanely good. You can put in some crossbows, some men-at-arms as well, just in case he prepares to switch to men-at-arms himself or to archers. So now I'm collecting the stone, I'm securing this location, because this location is secured already. I have the Tughlaq fort protecting. So let me pause for a second. As you see, okay, listen to this. As you see, there is a unit garrison inside. And that unit has 10 bow damage with 2.62 attack speed. Now, this is what I'm talking about. A second TC, garrison damage is 6. Okay? Just say it as well, just like I did. 6 damage. A Tughlaq fort garrison damage is 10. So, try to push that, brother. Ain't no chance. So now I'm going to build a second TC, and I'm insanely ahead of villagers thanks to the faster villager making. I'm making a Tughlaq fort here and a Tughlaq fort here. This one is gonna be Bakar, and this one is gonna be Jailer. The reason why I'm building here, because I'm just protecting my main TC and the food resources around it. I push my opponent back. I don't push more. I was like, okay, I pushed him a little bit. Now go back. I have a good amount of infantry, good amount of archers. I just need to stay here and do damage here. Another camel. Wow. So now I upgrade this into Jailer and I upgrade this into Bakar. Let's speed it up a little bit. So why are these very, very important? Now this one gives you more food. So as you can see, Governor Bakar, farms and houses within the Tughlaq forts or each generate food per minute. I picked it and immediately upgraded with Shahi walls. So I'm going up to level 2, going up to level 3 for more extra resource per minute because I need it since he has all the relics as well. Look at the villager difference. It's crazy. It's thanks to the Tughlaq fort with the governor of Multan that he cannot push under this base, because if he does, then he just dies to the Tughlaq fort and that's it. So now this area is protected as well. I have the Governor Jailer, which gives you more HP on your cavalry units. So as you can see, I have a great amount of infantry unit protecting all my villagers. Even though if I lose a few villagers, doesn't really matter, because he is sacrificing units, I'm sacrificing units. So he is trying to push in. He's losing camel, I lose camel. I'm destroying the Mangana because he was not protecting it in time. He lost a crazy amount of unit. You can see my destroy value is insane. 4,000 destroy value to the 1,600. And I'm still way, way, way much ahead with villagers. I will upgrade the Tughlaq fort once again. Shahi walls. This one, look. So the red brick bastion, which is gonna make this governor of Bakar to 336 food per minute. You will see from 240 it will go up to 336. So when you are building the farms or houses around the governor of Bakar, the corners are calculated in as well. So don't forget, corners, everything just literally reads into the landmark, and that's why you will have 300, I'm pretty sure 336 food per minute. Putting walls, farms here, putting farms here. As you can see, I'm using my second TC as well for farms, main TC for farms, the Tughlaq fort farms, and now making the elephants while I have the Tughlaq fort. So I was not waiting for red brick bastions, because you need to make elephants immediately to have a little bit of map control. And you can see I will have more units compared to him. And I look at this resource per minute. 2,400 food per minute, 1,100 wood per minute. I don't have that many villager on gold right now because I'm not really making gold units, right? I made a few crossbow, a few metal, mostly spear, archer, and the raider elephant with... I forgot to tell you. The camel anise doesn't work on elephants. So you can just freely make raider elephant against his camels. Because the camel anise doesn't work, and I can show you right now. Look at this. See? The camel anise doesn't work elephants, and that's why Tughlaq is a really, really good civilization against the camel civilizations. Now I have these very, very strong units with their 23 damage. With okay, listen, watch this. They have 1.85 attack speed with Tower of Victory. With Tower of Victory, their attack speed actually better than a horseman. And also one little thing that not even pro players considered when they were playing Tughlaq, and why the Raider Elephant is instantly strong. The Raider Elephant, okay, hold your chair, hold yourself, you're gonna learn something. The Raider Elephant had the same attack range as a Sipahi. Yes, you heard it correctly. And why we hate Sipahi? Because of their attack range and the attack speed and the damage. Now, these are actually Sipahis, but with 320 HP. And that's not even their final form, because I can upgrade this to even have more HP, which you will see soon. So, another Tughlaq fort is done. Sadly, these elephants did not receive more HP yet. But there is even one more upgrade that gives 65 extra HP. So the new elephants I will make right now will have 50 extra damage, 50 extra HP. So again, I have Bakar, I have Jailer, and I have Multan. The next governor, but sadly the game is finished. The next governor would be Jailer, and after that Shawarma. I don't know. I don't know what is the one that gives you better healer elephants. I forgot the name. Wait, I can check. 7. Sorry, not Shawarma. 7. So that would be the not the last one, because the last one of course it's Aimer, but governor of Uk, and after that the Shawarma. So in that order, of course. So now, as you can see, my army is ready, and I'm going to push into his base. So now the new elephants, you will see. Okay, watch this. 335 HP! And also they have the trample ability. Do not forget about the trample ability. That's very, very important. Mostly against infantry. So it's like whatever against cavalry, because they're gonna just run away, right? So if they don't stand there and fight with you, they're just gonna run away from your trample. Like in this situation, trample would lose me DPS because he's moving non-stop. And I'll just clean up everything. Okay. So let's watch the situation. I am double of his villager number with just a few villager. I killed only 5 villager. I'm double of his villager number. I have insane food, wood, gold, stone. Look at my income compared to his income. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna go to Imperial because I have 5 relics and like blah 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 Ayubid stuff, because they can go to Imperial at this point, by the way. So I'm doing Ayubid stuff, and I'm like, hold up, hold your horses. I have crazy army, and this crazy army with the spearman archer, raider elephant, crossbow marathon will actually clean up the whole map. And this is the way of the Tughlaq. Of course, you can add war elephants in as well, but now I used raider elephants for this. But of course, war elephants good. Their movement speed is slow, but raider elephants, damn, the baby elephant is cute.